The other day, I was talking with a very good friend of mine, and we were talking about me and my upcoming course launch, which was about how to create a WordPress website for your small business. And she had asked me outright, is a website even still relevant? Do people actually get those? She knew it was a long time ago, but social media has so many things going on. Today, we're going to talk about all of the ways that you might benefit from having a website for your business. So let's talk about why it's relevant for small businesses, of course, and all the things that you can do with a website of your own. Hi, friend. If you are a small business owner who would love to grow your brand online, focus on the right marketing strategies for you, and be able to promote your business with confidence, then let's connect. My name is Jessica Wangelin. I'm a wife and a mom of two, and I've been an online business owner for more than 10 years. I'm passionate about helping you to create and grow a business that works for your life. On the show, we talk about marketing ideas, content creation, website strategy, and productivity to make great things happen in your business today. So let's get started. Hi, friend. Welcome to the show. Of course, we're going to talk about whether a website is something even you should have. Does it even necessary in today's kind of business environment? What would you actually do with a website, and does it have, or is it something that really will work for you? So, like I said in the intro, I was talking with a good friend of mine, and a lot of people might be under this impression. If you are, please tell me, of course, I would love to know. So here's some reasons why your website is really important for your business and why it really should just be something that you should prioritize. You know me, you know that I personally believe that a website should be the hub of your online, your in real business, whatever that looks like for you, because it is sustainable, it is easy to use, it is very low cost, it can create an amazing content plan that gets you found for years, and it can sell your products and services. So a website can be that constant, standard, like steadfast thing in your business and your life that you can always go back to. Quite honestly, you can sell websites these days. You can revise it, you can enhance it, get more traffic, and you can do so many things by having that presence online. So here we go. I mean, there's so many changes that happen with social media. We know really it's like a weekly basis, especially with like all the influencer marketing changes, with cookies and things like that, with AI. Well-maintained websites are sometimes just overlooked. People don't think of them because if you have a Facebook profile, you think that maybe that's where everyone's going to find you, or even a Facebook page. So I did some market research on websites, and many of the responses that people gave me were about not even knowing what to do with a website once they had them. So it really does beg the question, is a website still relevant, or do I actually need one? So of course, pro answer, my answer, just my opinion. And we know, of course, there's a lot of different thoughts on there, and coaches and people teach about all kinds of different things. And you have to find the one that resonates with you and your true north about how it matches your personality, your lifestyle, what you want for the future. Websites absolutely are very much still relevant in today's business world and can be a way for you to simplify, centralize, save time, grow an audience, and more. It's an amazing overall powerful business tool that you can build into your business strategy. Serves as a central hub. People can come and read on their time. They can get to know you. You can create an amazing customer experience. There's all kinds of quizzes and scavenger hunts on websites these days that you can do. And it really can make it easier for people to just engage with you when they want everything because they can find it all in one place. They're not searching through, where are you online? Where did you mention XYZ? And you really do plan out your website the right way. It can be a really great place for people to find all of that. So before you jump on the next social media trend or spend more time doing all the things, take a moment to consider the value of creating a website or making the most of the one you have. So with the right approach, of course, it can play a huge role in driving your business forward. So let's talk about a couple of points about the importance of having an online presence in today's online space and world. So I'm recording this in April 2024. Things change on a regular basis. We know it, of course. But if you're finding you're doing all the things to get yourself noticed, but something is missing, a website might be your answer to centralize that part of your life. So first of all, it's globally accessible, provides people instant access to you and your business 24/7 all over the world, of course. Gives you some credibility and professionalism. You feel confident then when you have a website, when someone asks you, where can I find you? And you happily give them your website address. I mean, that's a really amazing and empowering feeling. Marketing and branding, of course, serves as like a hub for all of that. You can make it match you. You can have it be cohesive. You can help your audience like understand like that specific message that, goes along. And then, of course, you can have ads that drive traffic. So those can all match as well. Website absolutely increases your visibility, especially with all of the options these days to do SEO driven content. Makes it easier for people just to look up things and connect and get you as the answer to the questions that they have online. Provides a really great customer convenience. So like say someone will like find you on Facebook, maybe somebody you've connected with in person, like a mom friend, but they want to know more. And so in your Facebook profile link, you have your website address. Well, they can go over and peruse all the things you have and get to know you better that way. So that's really nice. An important part of having a site is the data collection and analysis. And so this is not something, we have a little bit of this data on social media, but website information really allows you to connect on what pages people are visiting and give them specific information on those pages, what pages they go to next, what are the demographics of the people coming to your site, which can really inform your marketing strategies and business decisions. A coach told me one time that a good CEO is a data-driven CEO. And I keep that in my head all the time because I have a very high like data green personality. And so you absolutely should be using that information to make decisions about your business and not just like ad hoc about what maybe you feel like you want to do. And important point about online presence and websites is that they really provide you an outlet for creativity. So specifically your blog and all the content that you make, the headings, the titles, the copy can be a place where you can attract your audience, but also can be a place for you to express your creativity in writing, get your message out, and help inform potential customers. So here's how a couple of points about how a well-optimized website helps your business. This is just a quick list, but it can give you an idea of some of the things if you don't know what a site can do for you. Number one, sell your digital products or services or courses, memberships, affiliate products, network marketing products, etc. Right? We want to make money, and this is a place to do it. People buy things on websites. Showcase your long-form content. Of course, we are team long-form content all the way here. Blogging is so much fun. It's in a dynamic way to share information and get yourself found online. A website can be like the hub for your business, like we mentioned, when its information is all in one place. It can be your out-of-office assistant. You can integrate your YouTube channel, your Instagram feed, and other social and content connections on your website. Of course, you can have those on there. Highlights your accomplishments and authority. We want to put all of those like resume highlights onto your website so people really do build that know, like, and trust factor that people talk about a lot, right? We want to see all those accolades. Websites can absolutely host your landing pages and be your full-on funnel. It doesn't have to be on a third-party software. You can do that on a site. Helps your audience get to know you. Build your email list. Let's talk about email. Who is team email? Such a nice thing to have and a must-have in today's day. Be a funnel for your offers, of course. Start when people find a blog post, they read about what you do, they click through to something, they find out more about it, they purchase, or they sign up for something else with you. And then lastly, serve as a digital archive, really, of your life, your family, your hobbies, adventures, experiences, things like that. I mean, this is going to sound really funny, but like I'm in my mid 40s and like my parents have both passed away. I have family members that are growing older. And some of the things that cross my mind sometimes is like, how are we going to remember all of these things that happen in our lives and in our families? Like I would want to know what my great aunts and uncles did, and what my grandparents were like. So a website can be a place really for you to kind of archive your life in that way. If if that's your brand for your website, you could obviously have a personal blog that way or a blog about certain things that you're archiving, but don't forget about the power of that and what that looks like for people, in your family and generations after. So here are some key elements of a very effective business website, just in my opinion, of course. Just tips that you can use to create a site that like attracts, people to you, reflects your business now, but also one that's going to grow with you in the future. So number one, you want to take time for planning for your website. When I work with clients to design or update their site, the first thing that we start with is planning. We review what your website is about, what your services or products are, what your goals are for the website right now. A living, breathing thing is what your website is. But the more you can plan on how to use it, the better it absolutely is going to work for you. Don't forget that websites will always evolve. You don't have to have like the best perfect website right now. When I work with people, I do encourage, if you've never had a site before, is to just get one up and get one working and work with it and change with it. That's the idea. Number 2, tips for an effective site, making sure it's mobile friendly. These days, most design options, particularly the ones that I work with when I do design and that I encourage people to do who are going to create their own sites, they're where mobile friendly pages are just automatically made in the design. You don't have to do it separately. Oh, side note, I did a design on, I will never forget this because I will never use the platform again. And I'm not going to mention it because it's escaping me. There is a platform where you design the website and then you also design it a second time for the mobile version. And I was like, I do not understand this. Oh my gosh, who would spend twice their time doing this? But anyway, you want to make it mobile friendly so it looks good because that's where people are these days. It's like 80% of time is on mobile settings. So people can get the info. So number 1, a third strategy that you want to keep in mind for an effective website is implementing SEO strategies for better visibility. Now, some of the times when you're at a phase 1 or you're just coming into business idea and you want to just have a website up, I do encourage you to, as much as you can, learn about SEO and what that can do for your site. It's one thing to have a site that's up. It's another thing really to implement keywords and phrases and content that people are actually looking for so then they are going to come and find you, right? So that can be anywhere from Google, Pinterest, YouTube, etc. I'm not an SEO expert, but I do what I can to learn it myself and implement those strategies. I had a blog for more than 10 years and a website, before I even considered what SEO could do for it. So look for online for SEO specialists and implement what you can learn in doing that. It might be something that you really can geek out and get excited about. And so think about what SEO can do for your site for sure. So next. Creating a user-friendly site. So when I plan sites for people, and what you want to think about when you're creating your own site is you want to map in your head or on paper as much as you can what the experience is of the person that will come to your site so that they can see all the offers and services that you have. So that includes like what actions you want them to take on the site, what you want them to do after. You want them to have a nice experience. It's like a party, right? You're the hostess with the mostess. Your website is the house. They're having some cocktails. They're having some hors d'oeuvres. The music is going. No music on websites, by the way. That's just like an analogy here. But you want them to have a fun time when they come to your site. And having that dynamic site can help them answer questions, provide information, give them what they're looking for so that they actually do take like a next step of engagement with you. That is helpful to do, of course, almost necessary in the planning stages. So don't forget to consider what it's like when someone visits your site. Beware of any pop-ups or ads or things like that you have, or animations. Make sure you have menus in the right places, search options, and multiple ways that people can get what they need. So that's helpful when people are on a site, and I find it helpful, of course, as a user of a lot of sites. And then next, effective pieces of a website is to develop a sustainable content plan. So this is a big one. I'm a huge fan of creating long-form content. It should be a major part of your business and website, but not all content is the same. Is that there are things that you can have on your website that are considered content, at least in my opinion, including long-form blog posts, your own personal information, like your about page, press features, story, your credentials, things like that. Information about your offers and services absolutely is content. You can absolutely write a sales page and then repurpose that for social posts and such. Any resource that you provide is a great content plan. Opt-ins, lead magnets is all part of content. Again, what you talk about, what you say. And then any trainings, collaborations, partnerships, things like that you've done are also part of a content plan that you could use to showcase your message. And that's the point, right? So works well for your business when you keep the whole sustainability in mind and make things as evergreen as possible. They're not necessarily timely, not necessarily mentioning dates too much, because people will find those things, I promise you, 3 years from now online. And chances are you want them to be done correctly, right? You want it to still be relevant to someone, perhaps way in the future. Match your business to your website. So here's a couple of keys. You want to make sure that when you're planning, that you can have a site that reflects what your business does now. It's especially important after your business changes, which it will, everyone's does. Make sure to flex your brand, your messages, your offers, your email opt-in forms, all of those kind of things you can update. And I do have, small commercial, a website update checklist that you can grab for just $9. You can find that on my site for all of the things that I encourage you to do weekly, monthly, quarterly, and yearly to keep your site up to date. You don't have to think about it. Just go and do the checklist and you will be golden on an amazing website. So here's some tips, lastly, in the last section here of the show, about wondering if a website is really still relevant for your business today, like all the things it can do for you and all the things to keep in mind. So creating a dynamic website strategy. This is also something that I have a training on, which you'll see, and I'll leave the details in the show notes. It's at jessicawangelin.com/training. So if you're someone that has a site and you don't know what to do with it, if it's unpublished, outdated, etc., grab my free 30-minute training on how to create a dynamic website strategy. So it has tips and ideas to help you elevate your website and business that you can actually just implement right now. And that's a fun way to kind of refresh your business and site. And then just make sure you understand evolving digital trends. Look at websites of people you know, like what are they doing? Are there things that you can reflect on your website? Not copy, but certainly there's a lot of new things that come out that you like, that work for you, that are going to help your audience and help your sales that you can do on your site. And then, of course, using analytics to make informed decisions is a great idea for just adapting your site, like for today and beyond. Like I mentioned before, make sure you have G4 Google Analytics installed and that you're seeing what people are doing on your site, how many people are coming there. Keeping your site updated, of course, like I said about website update checklists, that is a great thing to have, to just not even think about it. Just go through the checklist and know. So I hope this helps you to get an idea if a website is still relevant for your small business. And if you don't have one, what are all the things a website can actually do for your business now? And what are the ways that like you can implement to optimize your business and have a really amazing dynamic online presence that you and your business deserve. As always, please go to the show notes and you can read this on our blog at jessicawangelin.com/blog about if a website is still relevant for your small business, and all the other amazing blog posts that we put up there with tips to help you have an amazing, gorgeous website and very successful business. As always, we will see you on the next show. Thanks so much for listening to the show today. I really appreciate you being here. Please leave a rating and review so that helps more people to find our show and help them with their marketing and their mindset to grow their business with confidence. See you next time.